Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV. This one then just to have a quick look. I thought this would be cool to reactivate my Final Fantasy XI account, come on a character and have a look side by side. So where we're standing right now might look familiar if you watch the 83rd Letter from a Producer live. This is what the actual Jeuno section looks like in the new Alliance raid, a 24-player raid coming in 7.1, the first part of 3, and the first slide showed us this, and I think a lot of people, including myself, that knew, we were like, wow, okay, that looks amazing. So I thought it'd be cool to have a side-by-side comparison, at least with that one frame. As you can see, probably other people are doing the same thing, coming and standing in the same location, but as you can tell, this is near to what we can expect, probably a little bit further on actually, but we've got these style of, you know, parasols which look pretty much identical, and we also have the building over there, but I guess this would be closer to the actual shot, I'm guessing. Yeah, that looks about right, although on the Final Fantasy XIV version there are obviously two parasols to the left and some parasols to the right, whereas in Final Fantasy XI we don't have that. But what kind of threw me away was the attention to detail of some of the things they did encapsulate. For example, if we go back into 11, you'll see that all of these wanted posters and things posted all over the wall, kind of like graffitied bits of paper. If you go back into the Final Fantasy XIV picture, they actually included those as well. So I think a lot of people's fears that they were going to make the Final Fantasy XIV version not as true to life as we wanted, I think a lot of those concerns might be put aside now. But yeah, it does feel strange to go back, look at it like this, and then realize that it really doesn't look that different. Yes, okay, the graphics engine is probably doing a lot more, especially for the tiles on the floor, but it's basically the same, isn't it? Basically the same, with some artistic license. But apparently the Final Fantasy XI guys who worked obviously in this area presumably worked on making sure that it was as authentic as it physically could be. So that's cool. Let's wait till daytime. And as the moon goes down over the horizon and the sun awakens, we can see this in a much better light, literally. And I think they've done a really good job. The roof struts are actually a lot closer than I expected them to be, you know, to the original. I'm quite surprised at that. Obviously, there are some limitations and some direction. Obviously, different directions have been taken because I suppose, you know, having more things other than just vacant area, because this does look very vacant and they did use those parasols earlier on. So it's just more of a case of utilizing this play area for something, you know, like an Alliance raid, essentially. In our game, you can't just have empty spaces like this. And the reason that games do this a lot of the time is to give you places to place NPCs, be that for future expansions or patches or content or, you know, events, things like that. And yeah, but it's nice to see how close it is to the original, minus the cactus on one of those. Maybe they'll add a cactus to one of the things or something. But yeah, I just thought this was cool. I just had to log on to 11, put the music on blast, and let you see for yourself. And the architecture as well, with these very familiar, you know, obviously grey and white sort of buttresses, supports either side of the brickwork. It's very iconic and immediately shouts Jeuno. So very cool stuff. Anyway, I'm super excited for the Final Fantasy XI crossover in that Alliance raid. Hopefully all 3 parts are exciting. They did obviously show this other picture, which does appear to imply the Shadow Lord. There's some strange thing going on with that altar, though. Like, it seems to be open air, and there seems to be like some void stuff going on. So maybe it's a little bit different. This is supposed to be Final Fantasy XIV's version of it. Like, it's Final Fantasy XI, but in our universe sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of characters are involved in the storyline. And yeah, I'm just really excited for it, honestly. I think it's a good opportunity to rekindle nostalgia for a lot of people and introduce people to an absolute classic. It does make me kind of feel a bit sad, like the rest of you, that they never went through with the remake for 11. That would have been cool. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, hopefully you're looking forward to this as much as I am. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.